never ever show your emotions, and you're always like, I mean, whatever, like. Okay,
they're trying to outchalant you.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not even being nonchalant. Like
Hi, y'all. My name is Denasia, and I'm a 22-year-old type A Black girl from Las Vegas who just moved to New York City last year to work for L'Oreal as a financial analyst.
Hey, y'all. My name is Faith, and I'm a 23-year-old type A Black girl from AZ living in Denver, working remotely for Cisco as a business analyst.
This season is finally here, and we can't wait to share more about our personal lives, working big girl jobs,
relationships, and life in general as type A Black girls. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Type A Black.
Guys, we're hype. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, you see that we look a little bit different.
A little bit.
I'm not in my apartment. She's not in hers.
Okay.
We are now in an official studio.
Okay.
We've been teasing at this for literally
we've been starting to plan it, of course, Type A, since April.
Yeah.
When we met in Dreamville.
Yeah.
We had a full debrief in Waffle House. And we were like, how are we going to get here?
I mean, it was a lot of questions, a lot of logistics, a lot of money.
Girl, y'all better watch.
Yeah. Listen, y'all better, we take all donations.
Okay.
But needless to say, we have a very special guest also with here today. Everybody welcome Evan.
Hello, everybody. I'm really happy to be here. Really excited. Oh, man. First blooper
live.
No, literally.
Really excited to be here. I just want to preface, I didn't get the memo that it was going to be in person in a studio. So if I look a little bouncery, if I look like a bouncer, it's because I thought we were going to just record. But I'm happy to be here, though.
First of all, I told him we filming in a studio. He talked about, I thought we was going to be like Drake.
Yeah,
we're not Aubrey.
We're literally not rappers. We are podcasters.
Things get lost in translation.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
This type A Black girl shirt or type A Black boy shirt.
Exactly.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail. Bejeweled and everything.
Listen,
exactly.
We're good.
But we are just very excited to have him. Evan, can you introduce yourself?
Hey, everyone. I'm Evan. I'm from the great state of New Jersey. Me and Denasia. Denasia's my coworker. She took my job, honestly. So she's like, I'm kind of like a mentor to her. I taught her everything she knew. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to be here, and it's gonna be a great show.
Absolutely, love.
He's also not a barb. Thought I'd throw that out there.
I know they're gonna attack me. Big Lotto though.
See, I knew it was coming.
Okay, love.
Well, just so you guys have a background also about the season.
Yeah.
You're gonna notice we just jump right into this. Usually we do Rosebud and Thorn for our loyal listeners.
Mm-hmm.
But this season we're keeping it to 1 hour episodes. So we're gonna have a full episode of Rosebud and Thorn. Just its own episode, as well as why would you say that? All of our lovely
pop
specials.
culture, listener questions. Well, maybe sprinkle listeners here and there, but we got some fun things happening for this season.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is fun. Very fun.
You having fun?
I'm having a great time.
You're having a great time. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is first episode, feeling good, looking good,
feeling vibes.
This topic, the topics of this the topic of this podcast is. It should be fun. That's why we brought a straight male on, because we need to get his perspective.
Yeah.
I know we don't want to hear men a lot, but today we want to.
Today.
Today's
the day,
Just
everybody.
the floor.
Yeah. So we're gonna start. This is the new structure. We're gonna start with question of the week. So, why is Nevada a better state than Jersey?
Who wrote that question? Let me see that.
I'm not sure who wrote that, but I think
we should get into it.
I don't think I think, the question was framed wrong. Honestly.
Okay.
They should have flipped the states. It should have said, why is New Jersey better than Nevada?
Ah.
I'll say all Nevada, whatever it's called, all they got is Vegas, honestly. Outside of that, essentially, they have nothing.
And what is Jersey?
And other than Jersey, other than that song.
Denasia, where you live?
That's not the point.
Where
That's not the point.
What state you moved out to live somewhere else?
Where are we at right now?
What state you moved out to? I mean, I just feel like if I really loved the state and I thought it was the perfect place to be, why would I leave? Kind of thing.
But I mean, where were you at for New Year's Eve?
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
If you guys
a little trip to Vegas, it doesn't matter, man.
He's a Jersey native, so he reps
big Jersey.
Reps his state down. When I first came here, he was like, Vegas, what's in Vegas? Da, da, da. And I said, bro, what are we talking about? Nevada's a great state. But I like to argue that people go to Vegas, no one ever just comes to Jersey for fun. They come to Jersey, live in Jersey, and go to New York.
And no, this is what they do. They go to Vegas for fun because, it's Sin City. Who wants to be around sinners all the time? But they go to New Jersey to live, raise a family, you know. That's what Jersey's for. And that's the American dream, you know.
Oh,
Vegas the American nightmare. Vegas the American nightmare. That's why they say
crazy.
That's why they say.
So what were you doing in Vegas if you weren't sinning?
A nightmare. It was just a nightmare. I had a big nightmare.
No dream, just nightmare.
No dream.
Meek Mill vibes.
Just nightmare.
Now we're getting to Philly.
We saw Rick Ross out there too. Just nightmare.
Whoa. No, that's a little scary.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, on
to the next actual topic.
On that note, let's just go ahead and get right into it. So, Evan, what's the max a situationship / talking stage should last before having the what are we convo?
I mean, I feel like everything is very situational. So I think it depends on how often you see each other. So, or even communicate. I feel like if we're talking, my answer would be 3 months, but I feel like it could be expedited if it's like, if we're talking every single day for like 2 months, maybe a month and a half, that's a lot to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
So it depends on how often you guys are talking and seeing each other. But basic answer, I say like 3 months.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was a little bit stricter. I said 1 to 2. I feel like if we're actively talking, because my thing is like not a situationship. I think situationships is just one person likes person more than the other. It's just one-sided. Like if we're actively dating and like I'm being courted, I'm like 1 to 2. Because it's like we're going on dates frequently. We talking every day.
I'm a no.
By month 2, I should know. I really know by like date 3, 4, 5.
Big facts.
What the vibe is.
Huge facts, no.
So at that point, it's like, at month 3, it's like, you've been new.
Yeah, like, what are we? Am I getting the chocolate on the plate? Like, what are we doing? Like, have you ever done chocolate on the plate?
No clue.
You know when guys be like, "Will you my girlfriend?" at the dinner table, and if you get chocolate on the plate.
Okay.
Or however they ask.
Nah. That's a new one. Okay.
We're realizing we have different For You pages.
Very different.
Extremely, because he didn't know no balls. You know, like he didn't know that, but
I also don't, you know, our For You pages is very girly, I realize.
Very girly, of course.
I don't even know what's on my For You page, honestly. It's just like
cars.
Cars? Definitely not cars.
Okay.
Definitely not cars. Just a bunch of like random stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
But I've never seen no balls. No balls?
No bars.
No
bars. My fault.
But the way
she
says is like no balls.
Okay.
The way she said is really you here there.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been saying no balls.
I've been saying no balls. He's like, hey, can you do no balls TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay, moms. What are your top red flags that would immediately shut down a situationship / talking stage?
There's a lot to get into with this one. Yeah. Honestly, my biggest one, is like love bombing.
Mm.
I've been love bombed so much. And as a girly, like if you went to high school and you didn't have a boyfriend in high school or like just growing up, love bombing hits hard. Because you're like, oh, he's saying all the right things. Like,
he loves me.
Why would he lie?
Yeah.
Now we know. Men lie. They lie a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like love bombing, especially with words. I'm an acts of service girly. I'm a actions girly, gift giving girl. Like I need you to show me
that part.
Because anybody can say it. But it's like, what are we really talking about here?
That part.
Also too touchy on the first date. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, bro.
Give me the ick.
That gives me the ick. Don't touch me. Especially just early on, like you don't know me. And my thing is like I've been on so many first dates where they've been love bomby and touchy really quick. And it's like I could be crazy. If I was a crazy girl, like they would be
come to my house, I can kill you. Like
not maybe not that.
Baby steps. Okay.
You said crazy.
No, but it can really escalate really quick. And it's like I think a lot of times they be really trusting. I went on a first date and he was like, "Oh, like, you know, you can come to my house and we can Uber to the restaurant."
That's crazy.
Why would I do that?
Why?
That don't even.
I said pit stop.
Who wins?
Right. No one wins.
Okay.
He's like, well, you know, I don't got a car, so I'd rather I take you in the Uber there. I said, just send me the Uber,
Where
bro.
you from?
He was from Jersey.
That don't sound right.
No, it adds up. It sounds very accurate. Like
he's from a different part, you know. It's a different part. Yeah, there's sections, you know. So yeah,
same part he from.
No, he not.
Also, if like you know, like you start asking questions on the first date, you're like, okay, what are you looking for? And he started talking about, I'm looking for somebody to take care of me. I'm looking for somebody that can wash my clothes, that can da-da-da. It sounds like you want a mom.
Literally.
He want Beyonce cater to you. He wants you to tie his shoestrings.
Bro, mind you, Uber not even there.
Sheesh.
At the house. Like, I'm not, why would I do that?
For starters,
I say, it sounds like you need a mother.
You need to put your best foot forward. Just act like you're a good person or a good man. And maybe even until we get to dinner.
Yeah.
Like, then you can maybe show me your true colors, but at least be a good man at the house.
This is on the way in the Uber. I said, we didn't even make it there yet.
So you took the Uber with him?
Oh, no. I told him to send me the Uber.
Okay,
and he was like, okay, but like, I'll meet you halfway. So I said, okay, bro, but I'm staying in this Uber.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not getting out.
No
I sat right here.
Definitely.
I said, no.
I'm not
But
doing that.
he started describing a mother. And I said, oh, well, is that what your last girls did? He said, yeah. I said,
Well,
that was the
why
first
didn't
and
they work
last.
out?
They didn't work out.
Okay, well.
Why is that?
Why?
Go ahead and switch it up.
Listen.
Like, what?
So that's actively on the list. Also, bringing up their ex very early. Like, it sounds like you're not over her.
I don't care about that girl.
I don't bring her up.
There's no reason to even bring up an ex.
Thank you.
Like, there's no...
Yeah.
First date?
Literally.
Yeah.
No, literally. I was on a first date. He was like, yeah, my last girl.
Oh.
Waiter.
Check, please.
Oh, check, please.
Because why would you do that?
No,
So
literally.
no. Also, not wanting to actively plan dates. Like, I matched with this guy on Hinge, and he was like, why don't we just plan a cute little FaceTime date? Mind you, same city.
Can you imagine?
Same city.
Wait, he lived in, I'm not going to say your city, but he
Yeah.
Dang.
Same city. I said, we probably live max 10 minutes away from each other. Why would I
Like,
do
we
a
were in walking
FaceTime
distance.
date? I said, listen, like, if you want to see real, we could FaceTime and
we
do
can
that.
go to the movies.
But
like,
bro, meet in a public location. But I said, asking for a FaceTime date when we live in the same city, like probably not far from each other, is giving you don't want to plan a real date.
and you could just FaceTime randomly too. Like,
yeah,
why
FaceTime
plan
date?
a FaceTime date?
I said, I ain't never heard no mess like that. And that was the last time he was seen.
Okay.
Love ya. Goodbye.
But not really.
You gotta go.
But not really.
Don't
Uh-huh.
love you.
No, but I said, oh, Brian, you gotta go.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Fake name.
Okay, because I got some things to say, y'all.
I know you got some things to get off your chest.
Yeah.
Also, last one, just no goals. Like, I don't know. I'm a very goal-driven person. It's like, if I start asking, like, what do you... Now, I'm not even looking for a vision board. I'm not looking for a 5-year plan. It's like, okay, what are you interested in?
Yeah.
You don't got no hobbies, bro? You don't got nothing you like to do? You don't got nothing that you are, like, aspiring towards?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Especially in our 20s. Like, this is the time.
Now.
You know, like, you're not, like, about to retire. Like, you're about to start.
You would think.
In your pension, like, 401k. Come on, Roth. Like, come on.
No, we're not nearing retirement.
No, we're at near.
The way it's looking, this economy, we got about 70 years on.
Right? We're working till we die.
Right. About to be a L'Oreal with a cane.
They know where we work too? They know all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's safe. It's safe.
Oh, yeah. They're co-workers.
Safe space.
Huh?
We didn't introduce
Oh,
that.
yes.
No, I said I work. She knows
She
my.
Yes.
I'm her idol.
Because she
kinda
stole your
thing.
job.
Yeah,
Idol
yeah,
is
kind of thing.
idol's a stretch.
It's not, y'all. It's not. It's not. One thing about me, I don't lie. So everything. They're gonna clip that. That's gonna be a little clip.
Bro, this is supposed to be on TikTok by the morning.
No, literally.
What about you, moms? What's yours?
Okay. For me is overly touchy. That was one of my first ones. Like, why are you touching me? Like, I was single. I was single for only a year and a half. I started dating when I was 18. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm single. Like, I'm going on this trip. Like, I'm feeling so good. I was in the airport and this guy was like, yo. And I was like, yo, like, that's a little bit of a hood jam. Yo. So I'm like, okay. But I'm like, you know what? Like, I am single. I'm in this airport. And he's like, I'd love to take you on a date. Mind you, we're in the airport. I'm at the gate. Yeah. And he's like, I was like, can you, okay, you want to give me some pizza? He's like, yeah. Gets me some pizza. We're chopping it up about like just random stuff. Yeah. And then we, nothing crazy. Okay. Yeah. But I'm oblivious. I'm very oblivious and I'm very naive. Definitely at that point. I was about 18.
I was going to say 18.
18. Yeah. Like, you know, I didn't date it at all in high school. And so I go through my Finsta because I'm trying to find stuff for this season. And I find this video and we'll post it on our Patreon. Not on anything else, but on the Patreon.
$3 a month.
$3 a month, okay? And he literally has his my leg. I don't know why my leg was on his leg, and he's massaging my feet
in the terminal.
In the airport.
In the terminal.
Oh Lord.
And I was like, this is weird, but I don't know anything about men, so maybe this is regular.
Maybe this is just what they do.
Exactly.
Oh. Nah, he a freak.
He a freak. Yeah, so overly touchy, and
he a freak in Terminal C.
You just a freak in Terminal C.
No, like actually, no, it was crazy. Now thinking back, I'm like, what was I doing? Like, I had no business.
Yeah.
But yes, overly touchy. Never talked to him. He was like, maybe when I come back to Phoenix, you know, we can make some shake. I was like, yeah, of course. Literally less than a year later, met my fiance. So no. Yeah. Also doesn't know how to give simple gifts. Like, not something I'd like at all or no thought put into it. One of my, I would say, situationships, he got me a birthday present and it looked like he just went into like the cheap aisle in Walmart and was like, in a bag.
Closing eyes too.
These are good spa random stuff that she might like, and I'm like, thank you. I thought that was so sweet. That was so sweet, and I was just like, why would I want this? Yeah. This is so cheap. Like I could make this from like a $5 and below like spa kit. You know what I'm saying? FaceTiming and not showing your face. Obviously, these are really close to home. If you guys have listened to one of the Failed Talking Stages episodes and one of the earlier seasons, because I don't got that many Failed Talking Stages, I potentially may have gotten catfish, but like to this day we don't know. And
wait, talking about. So you don't even know what he looked like.
It's up for interpretation.
What?
The thing is, he had a Finsta and he had his face shown once, and he was like, I got prom king, but he never sent me any photos, and it was a lot. There was a.
So when you said put your face in the camera, what he said? I ain't get a cut yet.
Here's the thing: he said he shared a room with his sister, and his sister was always asleep, so the room was dark.
He ain't got a bathroom.
We should have called Ned.
Like
we should have called Ned from Netflix.
Tell sis go outside for 5 minutes. Like
right.
He never called you during the day.
He did, but he was just always. It was dark FaceTime, and I was just like,
mind you, no sister in the room.
No.
So the sister not even in the room.
Sister.
Do he got a sister?
Only brothers.
Like we don't.
When I tell you, mind you, it was obviously long distance, of course, but like he love bombed me too, and I was like, wow, I've never felt this way. A man has never like said these words to me. I feel so amazing right now. I feel like I am on top of the world. I'm going to the cafeteria like, yeah, my man loves me. Like, yeah.
Listen,
and I don't even know what he look like.
Listen, love bombing. That's why it was so hard for me to get over it, because I was like, why wouldn't you fall in love in a week with me?
This is so cool.
I get it.
And I just got my braces off.
Oh.
Hey, she keep. There she go. That's like
my mouth is already built. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, bad hygiene is like, like, do you not know how to take a shower? Like, there's videos on these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
tutorials.
That's what you
Day in the lives. Like, y'all see Drew Walls?
Get ready with me and Target.
Yeah.
Like, come on. So, and then doesn't prioritize family or celebrate holidays. Like, I don't know if this isn't, I heard this on another podcast, but I couldn't be with somebody who didn't celebrate Christmas, or they're like, oh, no, I just, no. I want to celebrate why, but I also want to celebrate the gifts. I love gifting. You thought of me and you got me this. Like, this is so cool. You see what I'm saying? So those are kind of mine. What about you, Evan? What are your top red flags?
Yo, so love bombing has to be my number one. I remember I went on a date with this girl. It was a really good first date.
Yeah.
By second date, she saying I'm her man. Okay. Like, you cool. I like you. Like I'm messing with you.
Yeah.
But I don't know you at all. We had one good date.
You could be crazy.
You could be crazy. Like anything could happen. Right. So for you to already be like, yeah, you my man, we go together. I'm like, oh, word. Okay, word. So yeah, that didn't last too much longer after that, because I was just like, that just really made me take a big step back. But that was like the first time I got love bombed.
Yeah.
The second time,
not the second.
Boy, I'm still recovering. I'm still recovering. So yeah, love bombing is definitely a big red flag. I also don't like girls who like just play it too chill. Like if you just never ever show your emotions and you're always like, I mean, whatever, like, okay.
They're trying to nonchalant you.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not even being nonchalant. Like I'm not even a nonchalant type person. So for you to always be nonchalant, I need some chalantness. Like I need some type of because then even I remember I was talking to this one girl, and I was just like, yo, sometimes I really don't feel like, you really like me or anything. She's like, I see you all the time. Like obviously I like you, but you never say nothing. Like you see me, but like she's like, why would I waste my time if I didn't like you? I'm like, but make it known or something. It just kind of feels
some
like
people just like company.
Exactly. So those two are like my big ones. And a third one, liars. I don't like liars. I was messing with a liar who was like a liar. Like you could catch her in a lie and she about to die behind it. Like she gonna, unless you have cold hard proof, like this is the screenshot, this is what bro said to me, this is that. She gonna be like, nah, that's not true.
And even still with the screenshot.
Even still, she gonna be like, wait, but how you know that's my Instagram? Like, oh, I know. Like, what? Like,
that's crazy.
Those are my three big ones. Yeah,
okay.
100%.
The big three.
Yeah, big three.
That's valid.
That makes absolute sense. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I second all those.
Yo, 2023, y'all went through war.
Hell and back.
But 2024 is a comeback. It's a comeback.
It's a comeback. So, we are a predominantly woman-based podcast. If Evan in this in this outfit, just know.
Look, y'all, I really didn't know we were filming.
But I'm just saying. Single? What is your...
Wait till I get my haircut. Wait till I get my haircut. I'm going to come back on the show.
We finna drop his Insta.
I'm going to come with a real fit. I'm going to come. Just wait, y'all.
Yeah, next season, y'all wait.
But what's your relationship status?
I'm single right now.
Okay, that's what I said. Evan, ladies in this outfit. Y'all like him in this outfit, just wait.
Type A black boy.
Just wait. I'm going to come back. Season 8, I'm going to come back.
Yes.
Season 8.
9.
Wait, okay.
See, all right. I guess I'll come back.
No, this is 8.
Oh, this is 8.
Yeah,
Season 9. My bad.
Wait, so speaking of that, can you tell us about your craziest first date story? Please. Or just craziest date in general? Because just so the girlies know what to not do.
Yeah.
Okay, so honestly, I don't have any crazy first dates. Like all my first dates go pretty well for the most part.
Yeah.
The craziest date though. So I'll say this. I was dating this girl. This is so this girl was this was the war I was going through. This was like at Iraq. Like this
is this the girl you was talking about?
Yeah. So basically the date was a good date. Like honestly, it was probably our best date. We were probably talking for almost 2 months at that time. And we went to like a comedy club, a really great time, really fun date. Hopefully she won't watch this.
Well,
but it was a really fun date. And then we go back to we get food, and then we go back to my friend's apartment because he lives in the city and we were right around him. So we just chill with him. Long story short, by the end of the night, I find out she was still hooking up with her ex. And I was just like, damn, this was such a good ass date too. And this is how it ends. Crazy.
How did you find out?
Yeah.
Man, so basically from the jump when we first, and this is another red flag that I definitely like ignored in the beginning, but she told me, like, she was like, yo, honestly, so on our first date, someone called her, right? And me, I'm very like chill, like on our first date, you don't owe me anything, you know. If you're talking to other people, whatever the case is, it really means nothing because I just met you, you know. So at the end of the day, she's like, yeah, I just want to let you know that person who called me, he was my ex, but like, you know, he was going through things and like I'm a support system for him. I'm like, honestly, like it's whatever. Like, one, you don't owe me anything because we just met.
Fact.
2, if this guy is like as bad as you say and like he needs you for support, I mean, be that support for somebody, you know? Like it's bigger than just me. It's bigger than how I feel.
Facts.
And but then she also told me that I say this because if your ex ever called you, I don't care if she about to jump off a bridge, I don't want you to pick up, right?
Oh.
And I was like, I really
jump off a bridge is crazy.
Right? But me, I was never like, I'm not really close with anyone that like I talked to like that in the past. So that wouldn't happen anyway. But I was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, right? So then we were playing a game. Let's fast forward after the date. We're at my one of my good friends' apartments. We're playing a card game. And the question was, he asked her, do you think you could be friends with an ex? And she was like, I think you can. And I'm just like, where did this come from? Like a month ago, it was my ex she got to jump off a bridge. Now is you could be friends with your ex. So then I was like, wait, your relationship with your ex is kind of making me uncomfortable. And then she was like, you can go through my phone, like you could check. And I never go through phones, but something told me, I was just like, all right, let me see. So I didn't see nothing, right? And I was just like, all right. And she's like, you think I would save his name under his name? And I'm just like, well, one, you expose yourself completely. Like, why would you save under another name?
Toxic.
But like, why would you, if you're really trying to be player, why would you even tell me that?
Right.
Like,
you revealing the game
You revealed it. So I'm like, oh, okay. What did you save it under? And then she told me what she saved it under. And I looked at the messages and the stuff I saw, I was like, no way. Like, yeah. And then that's when I was like, yeah. So that, and it was crazy. It was such a good date too. Like that was probably our best date we had. But that was probably the craziest all in all date. Like that was the end of the date. We went out. We had the date. We went to the comedy club. We ate. Went to my friend's apartment. Then we went out, and then we went back to his apartment, and then we played the game.
That's vindictive. It's giving she needed a reason to like end it and was trying to like hurt you in it. Because why would you be like, oh, but that's not the name?
No, so I ended up finding out that I was almost like I basically was the rebound. Like, they had broke up like really traumatically a couple months before. And right before me and her like met, he had just reached back out to her after like months of not speaking. So it was honestly horrible timing.
Yeah.
But that's how it went down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Get over your ex before you go on a date.
On God. Like on God.
Please.
But the thing is though, but it's the thing, then this is why I don't like love bombing. Because when I went on that date, when I go on a date, I don't immediately have the intention of, oh, you're going to be my girlfriend because I don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was just like getting to know the person and see how things went. And like very quickly, she was like, you know, what's the point of talking to other people? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like literally very quickly. And me, it was summertime, the weather nice, like I'm in a good mood. I just came back from a vacation. It's no thoughts, just vibes. So I'm like, oh, whatever, like, what's the point? Like, we don't gotta talk to nobody. So yeah, and I was like, I guess we go together. And then
how quick was this?
Real bad.
How quick was what?
We go together from
this is 2 months, right?
Huh?
This is 2 months?
Okay, so so we met like what? Very end of July. The first date was like maybe like a week or two later. Mm-hmm. By the second date, she was like, I don't want you talking to no one else. And I was like, and just like the first story I told you, second link, the girl said that, at least with that girl who said that, we really didn't speak that often. Like maybe twice a week or something like that. Yeah. This girl, we literally spoke every single day. Like we'd have phone calls every day. So that's why I was saying, when you asked me earlier, how long should before the what are we question should come up, is I think it's situational. It depends on how, if I'm talking to you every single day, I'm going to develop feelings faster than if I'm talking to you twice or 3 times a week. So it all depends. So, but yeah. So
y'all was falling asleep on the phone.
I take it real on God. Now I take it real slow. Like real slow. At the moment you talking about, and honestly, I got love bombed again when I was in Vegas. Like I just, and that's why I don't like, I love Vegas, but I don't love Vegas. Yeah. Like literally 5 minutes into meeting me, talking about like, oh, when I leave, I feel like I'm gonna miss you. How? What are you gonna miss? Miss what?
You don't got no memories.
No memories, no nothing. So yeah, that once I get that love bomb, take a step back for real.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the reddest flag you can get, honestly.
Reddest, yeah.
Flag don't get no redder.
So yeah, that was my craziest day story, y'all. Yeah.
What's yours, moms?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had a good first date.
Really?
Actually, ever.
Really?
I don't think I have. Like, it's always been something. Well, I mean, maybe one, but like honestly, for the most part, I'm in a losing streak. Like the last first date, that was Mr. Burlesque.
Mr. Burlesque, okay.
This is a guy I met on Hinge. He was really cute. I was like, okay, let's see what you're talking about. He was a new. I was like, okay, let's see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We met up, and I mean, I guess there was nothing really wrong with him per se. It was just the place that we went to. It turned out to be a burlesque show of just old white women stripping. And he didn't.
I'm different, I'm different.
And he was trying to spice it up.
I see the vision.
He was like, oh, I didn't know this was gonna be that. So like, we're the only Black people up in there, and like in the middle of our date, like we're at a bar, and on the other side there's a huge bathtub. It's called bathtub gin. So if you live in New York, that's what it's called. If you want to take somebody there, you look freaky. In the middle of like our date, like this white woman came out in like lingerie and just started stripping and just dancing in the bathtub. Turned the tub on. I didn't even know it had running water in the middle of the bar. Turned it on, and they just started dancing, and they had all types of just white women burlesque dancing.
Did he ask if y'all want to take a dip in the bathroom?
He was like, no, he didn't ask that. He was just like, oh, like, maybe we could leave, but I mean, it's kind of interesting. I said, oh, so you like this?
I'm intrigued. Like, I said, learn more about it. Like,
I said, oh, wow.
It's art, really. It's art.
We need to learn more.
That was the first and last date. Mm-hmm. And then I'd say the worst one was the guy that was posting me on the first date.
Yes, I love
He hard launched us on the first date.
No, like your whole face.
Like literally, we're at dinner. He's like, flash on, smile.
Flash on is crazy.
He said first date vibes. And I'm sitting here at the
table. Nah, that's crazy.
So I'm literally looking at our close friends, and I'm like, oh, she's like, so hypothetically, what? So hypothetically,
if a man posted you on his story for the main story.
Main? How you know it was main? You followed
Because I asked. I was like, I didn't even follow him at this point. And I was creeped out because, long story short, I met him on Hinge as well. Mm-hmm. And I don't use my real name on Hinge because I'm like, I don't know y'all. So I had my middle name on there, right?
Yeah.
And he mentioned my real name to me.
Oh, he did his research.
And I said, how do you know that? And he was like, oh, we got a mutual friend. Mutual friend in question is my friend Mia, who we also matched with on Hinge, which means he had to go to her page and do his research and find me. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting here like, you supposed to think my name is Monet. You calling me Denasia. What's the truth? Yeah. And this is the one that was trying to...
he matched with your friend?
Yes. And then acted like that didn't happen.
That would have been me personally, I don't like it when someone matches with my friend, because then I feel like if I bring you around them, you're going to be looking at them or something like that.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing. I didn't know until I called her on the way there. And I'm like, hey, like, I'm about to go on this date. She's like, who is it? I showed her. She's like, oh, I matched with him too. I'm like... Well, this is the first and last date already, but already now you're being weird because he's talking about, acting like he doesn't know how he knows my name. I'm like, what do you know about me? Because you're supposed to think I'm Monet.
He was like, Monet, so how's L'Oreal going?
Yeah. Whoa!
How you know that?
I was just like, what's going on? So I was creeped out by that. And then on the date, he literally was like, smile. And I was like, oh, like hard launch the first day. I think I literally said that.
That's insane.
And I was like, no flash photography, trying to joke it off. And he was like, no, like I believe like when I meet somebody and I like them, like you're my girl now.
You just met me. That's what I'm saying.
This is
like,
the first date. No. When I tell you this is the first date, and he's like, yeah, like by the end of this, I want to have like a conversation about where we stand and where we
stand.
I said where we stand.
5 feet apart. Like
no, 6 feet apart. COVID time. Like I'm not dealing with
Yes.
you. And I was just like, this is weird because I just met you.
Facts.
And he was like, yeah, but I have a good feeling about you. Like you check off every box. And he had just broken up with his girlfriend like a couple months before, and I was like, they were together for like 3 years. Bro, go get your wife back.
No, on God.
That part.
Go get your wife.
You
Because
was
I'm
with that
not
person for
her.
3 years.
Okay.
That's the love of your life. Like, please.
And you're 25. Like
3 years, you're 25. That's the love of your life.
that's the love of your life. Go get her back.
I'm here for
I'm
it.
not her.
I want y'all to win. I'm rooting for y'all.
I'm rooting for your happiness.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, why are you trying to post me? And he was like, I'll put it on close friends instead. And I was like, that's not the point, bro. Like,
Don't do that.
don't. He literally like flashed at the table.
That's crazy.
And I was like,
Flash
don't.
is crazy too. Like he couldn't be low key with it.
And I was like, I wasn't even ready. I'm like spaghetti,
Right.
spaghetti in mouth. And I
Right,
was
you got a
like,
little sauce in your lip right there.
"Ooh."
Like,
I was like, well, let me at least smile if you gonna
caption,
post
even
it.
at her worst, I love her. That's crazy.
No, he was insane. He was insane.
He did something else
at
weird
the
there
end,
too.
When I first saw him, he came up to me and immediately grabbed my hand. It was like caressing me on the arm. I said, "Get off me, bro."
Oh. Okay.
Couple wet wipes, case of bum try to
my
touch
gosh.
me. Ew.
Oh.
I was just like,
Wait, let's do it
don't-
again. I want to say it too. Ew.
Ew. I was just like, what?
Ew.
No, with the sausage or the shrimp or the.
Oh my God. So I don't eat seafood, if y'all don't know that. And when I ordered this spaghetti, and like it was, the restaurant had a very limited menu. There was only so much I could get on there. And I was like, I'll just get the spaghetti. It had like scallops in it. And I'm like, what the hell? Who put scallops in a spaghetti? So I was just like picking over, and he was like, you don't like it? And I was like, no, like I don't eat seafood. He's like, oh, you don't worry about this. Waiter like made a whole deal about it.
Oh God.
And I was like, maybe he's trying to see like, oh yeah, I stand on
That's what you
this.
say. No, I'll eat it. That's okay. There's really no problem. Like,
First time I ate a scallion.
oh yeah, it's really no problem. I'll eat it. It's okay.
I'll
It's okay.
eat it.
It's no
I was
problem.
like, bro, like it's okay. And he was like trying to be like, no, like for my woman, if she needs something, I'm
My
making
woman,
I
I'm your
said,
first
bro.
date. I'm not your woman. I'm
I
a
said-
stranger to you.
Mind you, at this point, I'm thinking, you don't even know my name, Denasia. We don't even know. We're not on a first name basis.
You know your last name?
No, thank God. Well, then again, I don't know.
You don't know.
That
You
part.
I don't
If you
know.
do the name, maybe.
After the date, like I went home and I was like, I'm not really feeling that. And he texted, he said I had a good time. I said, thanks, had a good time too. Like I kept it cute, kept it polite. And I just was like not talking after that because what is there to say? Like we're not going on a second date.
Yeah.
And he sent me this whole long message like, I wish you well, and you know, like this is the end of this. Like it was a breakup text.
Oh, he one of them dramatic ones, like very like poetic kind of guy. Like he think and that's another thing I don't like, when people just try and be way too smart. Like you don't have to use big words like
you're
that
using like
just to talk
therapy
to
code
me.
words like oh I feel that I said,
I
bro,
don't
we
know
went
what
on
that
one
means.
date.
Like, and now I feel disrespected because now as you saying things I don't know, you undermining my intelligence.
That part.
Like, come on
Yeah,
now.
I said, don't do that to me. And he wanted to make the date longer. And I was like, we don't need to make it any longer.
No,
he's like, there's an ice cream place down the way. And I said, okay, we go there, it's closed. He said, we could just sit on the bench outside. I said, bro, I'm going home. We're not doing that.
Word.
Yeah.
So long story short, goodbye to him as well.
Shout out you though, man. I'm rooting for you.
He tried.
You gonna find go back to your
Go
last
back.
date.
To the
That's the
lovely
one for you.
eyes.
That's the one for you. 3 years. That's the one for you.
You're obsessed with her. I know you are. Because you was looking for her and me, and I'm not that.
Yeah.
So have her, please.
But I think that's and I don't want to like go off tangent, but I think
No.
that's the problem like with a lot of dating nowadays is that you're really looking for someone to check off these boxes
Everything.
Mhm.
when these boxes shouldn't even really exist. Like honestly, I think this should be this way. Because I know like there's some people who they want you to check off every single box. I think there should be like 3, 4 like big boxes that
Non-negotiables.
exactly that need to be checked off. Everything else, like if it's not that serious, it's not that serious. Like, okay, you don't like this type of food, we could look past that. Oh, you don't like this type of music, we could look past that. I feel like the really big things, if you're like super religious or if you're certain morals and things that you have, those should be met because that's like who you are as a person. But everything else is just your interests and your likes.
Yeah.
You can always introduce someone to new interests, you know? And one of the things I like, I kind of like, I like women who, in areas where I feel like I'm lacking, not like not having, but like that's something that they're stronger at and vice versa. So like if she's like me, I always want to read more books, but I'm really the worst at it. Like I really never sit down and just like try and read. If she's like, oh, I love books, like we could read a book together. I'm like, okay, bet. Like, you know, that's something I'm lacking in. That's a strength of hers. We could like better each other. Me, I love working out, going to the gym. If that's something she wants to do, but like doesn't have like someone to push or something, that I can help her with that kind of things like that.
Right.
So I don't think you need to have like find someone that checks off every single little box, because it's almost impossible. Like yes, there's 8 billion people, but you think that person that checks off every box is in Jersey City? Like
not
real.
This is probably not. So
yeah. No, I agree wholeheartedly. And they be looking for their ex in that next person. It's like either go back to them.
For a reason.
Or find someone new that checks new boxes that you didn't know you even needed checked.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Child, if I had what my 12-year-old self wrote down, I don't think I'd be happy. I know wouldn't be happy.
No, because what was on that list?
6'3" light skin.
Dreadhead, green eyes.
Mind you, my fiance is 6'3" dark skin.
Okay, well look, half of it.
We checked the box. Checked the box.
You said 6'4", you said?
6'3".
Okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think a really good thing I did as I started to like date or whatever, or like I got rejected by those people. Some people, I'd be like, okay, well, for example, one of my first boyfriends was he had a dictionary name, and when we broke up, I said no dictionary name, so I couldn't go back to my ex.
What's a dictionary like?
Finesse.
Oh wait, so that's not his
was the government
name. Oh, that's his government. That ain't his fault though.
Mind you, Bruno Mars, the song just came out. I said, this is a sign.
No, that's not his fault. Because I'm not gonna lie, my mom knew a girl named Shampoo. So it's not his fault. Like they can't control the name they have. That's a true story, y'all. A Shampoo. If you are like one of their viewers, like I'm sorry, but like you know,
Shampoo watch this. Like what do you say?
For? You know, everyone knows. I know plenty of uniques. You know, unique.
Wow.
Like just unique. Yeah, unique. Man, I'm trying to think. There's so many dictionary names.
I don't know that many dictionary names. And I
know a few. Okay.
I mean, I got one, of course, but
of course.
Oh, that's the name?
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
Like my name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I consider that more Bible.
No, but still dictionary.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, just so you don't go back to your ex, like add to that list what you didn't like in your ex, so that list can grow, but for the betterment of you. Yeah, don't go back to that ex.
So this is getting long. We got no love bombing, no hard launching.
Yeah,
no hard launching.
Don't be
on
too
day one
nonchalant.
Don't be too
nonchalant.
Just too Show that you care. You know, don't be too into. It's like a middle ground. It's somewhere in the middle.
It's hard though.
It's all about.
It is hard, but every person is different. That's the thing too. It's like some girls don't like it when you're like super forward, but then some girls want you to be more forward. I think every date every interaction with any human, whether it's romantic or anything, you have to read the room. You know, whether it's at work or something like that. Not every boss is gonna react to certain things the same way. Just the same thing with relationships. So you have to pretty much learn the person you're talking to pretty quickly. Yeah. Not like learn everything about them, but at least learn how they kind of tick. So you know, like, okay, this is how they operate, and then that's when you make the decision. Okay, that's how they operate. I don't like to operate that way, so I'm not going to. Or that's how they operate. I'm willing to operate that way too. So it's all situational.
Yeah. But we asked y'all on Instagram, and some girlies DM'd us on Calls from the Request line. So we're actually going to go pull up that first big one. That the girly that DM'd us, and it's a long one. So moms, I'll have you read it, and we'll have Evan answer these questions for the
hot seat.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So let's just start with some of the ones from Free Suggestion Box. Also, if you're new here, we have that. So if you guys have any questions, dilemmas you want answered, anything, we have a free suggestion box. It's in our bio and the link tree on this episode.
Yeah.
So submit anything that you want. It's all anonymous, no word limit, whatever you want. We can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're probably gonna have all those answered on Patreon.
Majority of them on Patreon.
Yeah.
So
$3 a month.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one says, what would you do if you were in a situation where you cared about a man with kids, but you didn't have any of your own? Keep going or look for something else, or work through it?
So if I cared about a woman that had kids, I mean, that goes in with your like hard checklist, right? If it's something that you know, I'm 25 right now, so me, ideally, I wouldn't want a woman with kids. But that's a decision you have to make early on, because I feel like if you wait too long to make that decision, somebody's gonna get hurt. You know, so that's just those are kind of the things that you have to have set in stone on how you want to move forward. Like once you start talking to someone, if you're okay with it, then go for it. You know, if it's something that you're not okay with, then don't go for it. If something you're willing to compromise, then see it through and see what happens, but that's what I think.
Side note quickly, because I had a that guy I couldn't see, he had a kid, and that I didn't know about until 3 months in, and my mom was like, you can stay with him, because my heart felt like it was breaking, because like he was the first guy I told that I loved him. Crazy, but anyways, that I couldn't see him. Anyways, just know if y'all get married and he's paying child support or she's paying or whatever, it comes out of your money too. Yeah, my mom I said, oh, my heart isn't breaking as much because that's my money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Going
but
mom, a kid I don't even know.
Thank you. I might not even like, and the kids' lives are at stake too. So just because you might like them and be like, I could get used to the kids. Can you?
And that's a big thing too. You can't be selfish at the end of the day, because like once, like if I had a kid and I brought like the woman I was dating around them, I think that's a big step. Because those kids, whatever the case is with the mother, whether she's in the picture, whether she's not, those kids are going to look to that person as another guardian. And having multiple people come in and out of their lives, that's going to be big for them and it's going to affect them. So don't be selfish. If you know that you're dating someone with kids and you know that like you don't see a big future or something, either tell them, hey, like we can keep dating, but I really don't want to be around like the kids or anything, or just say like, yo, maybe this should stop now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And also, that's so disruptive to their lives, too. Like, if you're going to decide yes on a whim, just remember that you can't now penalize her or the kids because you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with them. Like, if you say yes, you got to be ready to really take on that parent role. Like, not step parent that stepped up. So,
why you gag?
In your 20s? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a huge responsibility.
It is.
Like, that's why for me, I personally say no.
I couldn't.
It's like, I'm not ready for that, and that's unfair to the kid.
I'm just not. No, I'm still a kid. I'm just a girl.
I'm the kid in question.
Thank you. Come on now, 24-year-old girl. What?
Ooh, type A black girls, not type A black mothers.
Okay.
Women.
Okay.
Okay, this one says, at what point during a casual dating relationship does a lady start paying? You better say never. LOL JK.
Okay, hold on.
So never, y'all. Y'all heard it there. Never. I mean, look, so casual, I don't know. I think it depends. And it also depends on like the person you're talking to also, because there are some girls who are more strict about like having just the man pay, but then there's also some girls who like say, no, you cannot pay this time, But I don't, when it comes to casual relationships, I think it's like not that deep. Like I don't think they have to. I think once you get like more official or like when it becomes something serious, here and there your girl might want to take you out or something like that, because because now that's your girl and that's your man,
exactly.
kind of thing. But casual, I don't really like. I don't expect nothing when it's casual at all. So, but like I said, everyone's different.
Let that man pay for you until you have a title.
Thank you. If you don't got the chocolate on the plate, you're being courted.
You're being courted. Yeah. Like the men make more so that they can pay. That's what the wage gap is for. I'm sorry. That's what it is. Unless you have a title, do not pay for anything of that man's. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. No. Don't pay. No, that's the end of that. Because girl, we got pads to pay for, makeup to pay for the dates, for work. No.
I just want to say though, haircut prices are going up. I just gotta say.
So what?
Yo, mine is $60 now.
See,
that's a lot.
See how men just complain?
It's up there from before COVID. It is up there.
Yo, I used to pay, I want to say 40.
Are you serious?
Now I'm paying 60. And then, so my barber almost like, before I went to Vegas, I needed a cut, and he almost canceled on me. He ended up not canceling. So I was looking at Vegas barbers. They was talking about $100. No cut is worth. I don't care if you washing my hair. Why are you washing my hair?
They massaging the beard.
I don't need that. Like, just give me the cut and like we could go. Like $100 is crazy. So
that is crazy.
I'll say that it's going up.
Hey, but the price of braids about $500, no hair included.
Y'all got it.
Sewing price.
Y'all got it.
Y'all booked the sewing lately?
Hey, I could do that, y'all. Hey, if y'all need sew-ins, y'all come to me. I got y'all.
and you might see her booty.
Huh? Oh yeah, I went to a stylist, ass out, like hole in the pants.
Me
personally, and guess what?
The stylist ass was out.
Not mine.
Wait, what's happening? I'm confused. Wait, what?
I went to a stylist, and she, first of all, when I came in, she didn't have none of the supplies. She talking about I need to go to the beauty supply store and get the stuff I need for you. Came back with Wendy's.
Well, she need that because she got to get the energy.
That was the supply,
so she could perform well. I get it.
So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, girl. She's like working barefoot. I'm like, it's your studio, feel comfortable. But then she turned around, no drawers on, just hole in the pants. I'm looking at her ass, like as she's literally like in the front of my hair.
Oh.
And I'm just like,
Hey, whatever floats.
I said this better be the
you
best.
You don't feel the wind. You don't feel no.
I said I knew she felt it. You felt it when you went to Wendy's. You felt it.
So she walking up. Maybe it was the drive-through. Let's pray through the drive-through.
Either way, it was crazy.
Okay.
It was crazy. So yeah, no, the experience I've had with stylists, y'all know.
Yeah, y'all know.
Yeah,
it gets real wicked for out here.
Out here, it's bad. It was bad in Vegas, but it wasn't this bad.
Let me just shout out my barber though, Felipe Fades. If y'all live in Jersey, I love my barber to death. That's my guy.
Period. No $100.
No, 60.
Listen.
Period.
Okay, so some of the other things the girlies have been asking. When men are in love with a woman, are they just as giggly and kicking their feet up in the air like girls are?
Oh, definitely. But I think, that's the infatuation phase, and like when you're in that phase, when you're early on, it's a crush, you like that person, you want to talk to them all the time. So I think you should always be cautionary of that phase because it's so temporary. You could like someone so much, but you really don't know them. At that point, you're in or in love with the idea of them and not them. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yes, that is true. Like guys get just as giggly and like they'll call their boys or text their boys, yeah, I'm in love, y'all, blah, 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 whatever the case is. But I don't think you should like let that, if you heard that your guy did that or something, or the guy you're talking to did that, I don't think you should like make that develop more feelings for them.
Yeah.
Because it's really a temporary feeling. It's the infatuation phase, the honeymoon phase,
Yeah.
So once if they're still giggly, months in, a year in, that's real.
That's a really fun feeling.
Yeah, but when they're giggly 2 weeks in, okay,
that's natural.
right? You don't know me. Like, of course, you probably just like how I look, and then that's it. You know?
Part.
So yeah.
The rest of it, especially for our imagination girlies, like you need someone to think of when you go to sleep type vibe.
It's fun too. Like as a guy, it's fun. Like it's fun thinking that like, oh, this is my wife. Like it's fun to be delusional sometimes. Like, sometimes you're like, dang, 3 kids or 2. How much I want?
What's that name gonna be?
I'm
like, what's our ship name?
We gonna go a dictionary name? We gonna go a regular name.
No,
I won't call him Mojo. Now we gonna get a dog and a cat.
Yeah.
Maybe a cat and a moose. Something like that. Like
moose is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's just,
No, that's valid. No, I get that. And that's also when you miss a lot of the red flags.
Yeah.
100%.
The red flags start looking like Six Flags.
And honestly, you'll hear the red flags and you'll be like, but we could work through that though.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
He has potential. And
you can't bank on potential.
Because honestly, people aren't projects. Like you gotta come. Like, yes, everyone deserves grace at the end of the day, because you never know someone's situation and why they act a certain way. So I do like to give grace to people, but there's a limit, where it's just like, okay, I can't give you grace on this.
This is not build a boyfriend, build a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's not like you have to come with like some type of maturity, some type of growth already. Yeah. Because if we starting from the bottom, it's gonna be really stressful for the other person who's not, who's already past that level. So,
No, facts.
That part.
Speaking of that, somebody asked, when do you know that you genuinely like a girl? What do you do when you know that you like her? Like, what are those actions looking like?
What are the actions? I mean, so like I said, that's also situation depending on the person, because one, as the guy, it depends on like how you like to show love, but then as the girl, like, or the girl you're talking to, every girl is different, so it's kind of like, what do they like? Like, yes, me, I can like give you gifts and things like that, but then some people might not like that, so you might have to do other things. So I think to answer that question for like everyone who's watching, to get an answer, I think you'll know when he starts like giving you love in the way you like to receive it after you've had that conversation. So like once you've had the conversation,
he's listening.
You like exactly. That's when you'll know that he likes you for you. But at the same time, you got to be careful out there, because like some people, they could just do that just to do that. So but
you speaking facts.
I told you 2023 was war. I saw everything.
But you survived.
I survived though.
That part.
Someone else said, ask him, does he have any cancer friends? Because
all right, nah. So
I got a lot to say about this.
I got a lot to say about cancers.
Me
I don't
too.
got no cancer friends, but the story I was telling y'all, that's a cancer right there. I stay away from it. And you know what's crazy?
Same. The story I said, they were both cancers.
And you know what's so crazy? I remember like during that time, and mind you, like my For You page is like random. There's a lot of comedy, like skits and stuff like that. I'm randomly seeing astrology stuff, and it's like, yo, if you an Aquarius, you do not match with a Cancer. I'm like, Nah, they're not talking about me though. That's not my situation.
It can't be that.
I saw like 3 TikToks saying, yo, if you're in a, like, don't talk to a Cancer. And I'm just like, is this a sign? Yes, it's a sign. Like, yes, it is a sign.
The sign couldn't get bigger.
I got a lot to say about Cancers. Geminis too, but my mom and my sister Gemini, so I love them. Yeah. But like, because they're Geminis and I live with them all the time, like, yeah. But Cancer, yo, maybe it's men and women alike, but they not my favorite.
No, they're not my favorite either. I'm gonna add Libra men to that list.
Yeah, you're trying.
I don't know why I keep it. I'm a Libra myself, so you would think that maybe we similar now. Like,
I'm not even into astrology, but that made me a believer.
I think Libra men are very pretty boys. Yeah, and only one of us can be the Bratz doll. Yeah,
we both can't. It's not Barbie and Ken. I'm sorry.
No, it never gave. Only one of us can be the Bratz doll.
Yeah, no.
What are you looking in the mirror more than me for?
No, yeah,
they're insane.
It's crazy. Libra men, Scorpio men. I love Scorpio men, but also they're a little insane as well.
I think that's just Scorpios. Mind you, I'm a Scorpio. But yeah,
like
I think insanity runs in Scorpios.
I'm friends with a lot of Scorpios. Scorpios, Capricorn, Sages.
I love a Sag.
I'm friends. All my friends are like in that range. So yeah, I love them and Pisces too. I got a couple Pisces friends. Yeah,
love a Pisces. Yeah. No, it's crazy. We can have a whole episode on signs, really, because there's a lot to get into.
It's in the archive. One of these days.
Someone else also asked, "Why do men lie?"
All right, look, y'all. I told y'all early in the past in the pod, I don't lie. But I say this. I think everyone lies when they are scared of the outcome, right?
Oh,
they're scared of like what's gonna come if they tell the truth, you know? Like, and this is one thing I want to say too, right? So let's say the person you're dating, they cheat on you and they lie about it, and then you find out and you like, oh, why'd you lie? And they're like, I didn't want to lose you. And then you said, then why'd you do it? Do not try and find someone to rationalize something when there's no rationale. Some people are just like, they just don't think, they just do, So you can't rationalize everything someone does. So if you're trying to like understand why someone did this and did that, I say don't. Like they did it. Like forget about trying to rationalize it, because you're gonna be stuck in that cycle, and then you're just gonna realize, you can't rationalize with people who have no rationale. You really can't. So, yeah.
Hey, also on that point, don't think that because you ended badly with somebody, y'all didn't talk it out, that you need closure. You need to go back to them to get closure.
No, you really don't.
How the situation ended, that is your closure. If they treated you like that, and they treated you terribly and dogged you out, but y'all didn't end on a good note and you need closure, the closure is the fact that they could do that to you and walk away and be fine with it.
Yeah, that part.
Like, doubling back for closure, it honestly hurts you more than it hurts them. And they don't care, which is why they left.
At all.
So it's...
Oh, wow.
100%.
It's wicked.
It's evil out here. Someone else said, how do men compromise in dating?
How do men compromise in dating? I mean, I guess depending on who your partner is, they're non-negotiables. If it's something that you... Like, at the end of the day, you want to be happy, right? So if it's something that you are willing to give up, I don't know what it is, like, because that's a very broad question.
Very broad, yeah.
So if it's like, maybe they don't want you smoking or something like that, or if it's something that is not super serious to you, and you're like, you know what, all right, maybe I'll cut back on smoking, or maybe I'll stop smoking. I think that's what they do. But that's a pretty broad question, so it's kind of hard to answer, because they can compromise in so many ways.
And I think it's also back to the boxes thing. Like, if you feel like these are my non-negotiables, they might compromise on the little smaller boxes.
Exactly.
Because it's like, that's not a big deal, but religion or kids, like, those are kind of bigger deals.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, this one's good. Why do guys double back? Why do they spin the block? I'm actually very interested to hear this, because I've never heard this answer.
You know what's funny? I was listening to this song by Capella Gray called Baychester, and he was like, me and my favorite reader ain't speaking. Like, sometimes y'all not speaking, you just like, dang, wait a minute, like, you miss... It's not even that you miss them. Sometimes you can miss them. Sometimes you can miss having someone in general, or sometimes you could just miss, like, I don't know, like the fun time, like the memories. You could miss those like good moments you had, and then you're just like, let me see. But then sometimes, like, it could just be an ego boost. Sometimes, like someone could just be like, just hit you up just to see if you respond, and they're like, yeah, okay. So if I wanted to go back, I could, kind of thing.
Just testing the waters.
Exactly. So there's so many different reasons. So if someone ever spins back, don't get too excited. Because there was a reason y'all weren't speaking.
They know they got you on that leash.
Exactly.
If you text back,
And
you, I'm not saying don't text back. I'm just saying like just be cautious, you know, because like if someone today depending on the person, because not everyone, like some people will get deleted immediately. Yeah. But depending on the person they spin back, I'll be like, I can see what's up, but you know, depending on how it ended, I could be more cautious, or you know, I could be like, it's gonna be a different type vibe this time. Yeah. But there's so many reasons for like anyone to spin back, like, and especially if you didn't even end on bad terms. Like if you didn't end on bad terms, like things happen, maybe they start talking to someone else seriously, and you were like, okay, cool, yeah, you know, then yeah, it all depends. Everything's situational, and I hate giving that answer, but really everything is situational.
Yeah. That sucks. Because when guys double back, it's like, you think I'm stupid?
Or it's like if you're in the Lulu land, it's like, oh my god,
he wants me back
because you don't miss me. Not even a little bit. Like, you don't miss me a little bit.
I know you miss me. Like,
come on now. Like,
come on.
I was your stink. Come on.
And they're gonna say it just like, right, bro. Like,
you know, it was just New Year's. Like, Happy New Year. Like, you know, I know you wasn't in my last New Year.
Every single celebration of the world.
Be like, Merry Christmas. Not so merry that you're not in the picture no more. But I'm not saying that's me. I'm just saying that's like
he not new to this. He's new to this.
You know, Happy New Year. I just hope that you know you're
all
in my
New
Year. You know, I hope in that New Year you're gonna be in it.
Yeah.
But that's not me though. I'm just that's what I've heard.
I've sent the Thanksgiving text. Grateful to have you.
Nah, I don't send no holiday texts. Nah.
What?
But you're gonna be in the you live in your hometown. I'm about to be like, well, she'll be in the hometown of any of her exes.
If I'm going somewhere or like I don't know if I'm gonna spin back, I'm definitely not gonna send those kind of texts. I'll probably just give you a little story like first, just to let you know, like
I knew it. I knew it.
If I like just to start, like you know,
test the water.
Just test the water. Get a little story, like right. Yeah. Okay. Let's say I post a story 2 days later. Oh, you like my story too? All right, bet. Okay. So now you gotta get a DM or a text. You know,
right?
Like especially if I know I posted a good photo. All right. Okay. Oh, you left a little comment.
Hey, okay. You wanna know what the slickest ones do? They're gonna like a picture. It's not gonna be of you. It's gonna be of like your salad. It's gonna be of like your dog, like the ones they know no one else is liking.
Yeah,
the slickest ones know what they're doing
because it'll pop up.
Yeah, it'll be like, oh, he's the only one that liked that picture of my plant. Yeah,
I don't want to give free game, but sometimes they'll just lie. Like if you post like a salad, yo, I've been meaning to try that salad. How is it? Wait, where's that's one of my favorite spots. Or like, oh, that's crazy. I was just by there the other day. Like, we definitely gotta hit it sometime.
Now I'm rethinking, bro.
And he probably would have never been in that area. Yo, look, that's free game.
Cause I'm like, you like sweet green too? Like, no way.
Like, wait, sweet green? I never heard. Is that new?
It's
word. Yo, we gotta go sometime.
Yesterday.
Exactly.
Literally.
Just lying.
Once again.
Men lie.
Right. But that's the only free game I'm gonna give. I gotta be real to the boys though.
You said not too much. I
gotta stay real.
Not too much. Okay.
Then we got time for maybe 2 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We'll make it happen. Okay, so someone else said, how long into the talking stage are they just wasting your time?
So I think it doesn't have to do with time, because you can get 10 minutes wasted, you can get 10 months wasted. I think it has to do with effort. Like I feel like let's say I'm talking to 2 girls, right? Hypothetically, I'm talking to one girl every single day for 2 months, and I'm talking to another girl twice a week for 2 months, right? Who's gonna be more hurt? The one I'm talking to every single day. Like there was so much more effort put in there. So I think it all depends on how much effort is put in. So I don't think it's about having your time wasted, it's having your effort wasted. Because I feel like that hurts more. Because if you're talking to someone here and there for like, if I'm talking to you 2 times a week for 2 months, am I really wasting your time? Like we really don't even talk that often. Maybe we saw each other 2-3 times. If I'm talking to you every single day, where I'm seeing you multiple times a week, once a week, something like that, I'm wasting your time if I know I don't want anything to do with it. Like that's wasting time. So I think it all depends on how much effort is put in. So that's why the conversation has to come like within a month. I think a month is not like, a month is where you get to know someone really well enough, you know, because you could still learn someone a year into, you know, dating them.
Yeah.
But I think a month is where you could be like, okay, like, what's your vibe? Not like what are we, but like what's your vibe? Like what you know, what you going for? Yeah. Oh, you just like having fun? Okay, cool. Like in that month, I don't think like your feelings would be that hurt if someone tells you. So you could be like, okay, now I know how to move if that's how they, you know, want to go. Yeah. But I think within that same month, it could have been a love bomb type month, and now all your energy is wasted, you know? So I think it depends on how much energy.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like honestly, it's also on you as the person to kind of be like, am I really liking this person to where if I let this go on for 3 to 4 months, like that's hurting them in the end. Like if you know you are not that interested and you realize that, like for me, I'll know based off the first couple dates if I really like you. Because I know pretty instantly. So it's like if I feel like it's not really giving and then you just lead that person on just to have entertainment, then it's like you're kind of just as bad as the other person if they just let it go on too just because they need someone to talk to. I don't know. I feel like you wasting their time as well.
It's just getting really wicked. Like the more I hear about it, like good Googling.
I tell her all the time, the streets are nasty.
Yeah, the streets are nasty. But like, you know, that's why communication is so important. You know, if right away you guys know exactly what you want, whether it's a relationship, whether it's just like friends with benefits, whether it's just like a vibe or like a buddy or whatever the case is, as long as like it's defined early on, then nothing is being wasted because you know. Now, if it's defined early on, hey, like we're gonna be buddies and like we could go on dates here and there, and you still end up catching feelings. I mean, because you can't control if you catch feelings, you know? Right? But if that happens, you end up catching feelings. You have to. You can't take it out on the other person for not feeling the same way because it was defined early on. You know, but at the same time, things do change. So you can establish that and then realize, you know what, maybe I actually want something else with you. So it all depends. The conversation, it's all about the conversation. Like constantly knowing where the other person is.
But again, you can't change a man. If a man says, hey, we just gonna have fun, just have fun. Yeah. Like, just have that mindset. I know, like, oh my gosh, we get to Lulu, but well, maybe we could do this and the third. No, just go have
just
fun.
Have the fun.
Because if you're like, oh no, I want him to be my boyfriend, he's gonna let you down.
Yeah, and my thing is like, if you're confused, you shouldn't be confused.
And I get it's hard though, because you know you can't control how you feel. You can't, but you can't control how you feel, but at least be smart about it. You know, just like be like, okay, am I catching feelings for this person? Yes. Do I want to just have fun? Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just gonna hurt me. So then you have to take it on yourself to just take the step back,
which is hard.
Yeah.
Very hard. Yeah.
But yeah, y'all. This is a
lot. I feel like I learned a lot.
Right? This is a good time.
It's the first time I'm meeting Evan. So
first time. Yeah. But I'm really happy to be here. This was great.
Yay!
I'm coming back next season. Better fit.
With a new shirt.
Haircut. No beanie, you know, do everything. Right. With my TABB shirt.
Yes.
They said they already got it made, y'all. So don't even worry.
Yeah, it's in the mail. Yeah.
But subscribe to the Patreon because there's some funds issues with the shirt. So once we get the money and then we're gonna get the shirt.
Yeah.
You know, so.
You just call us broke.
I didn't say that. You know, but if y'all really support, you know, like
support the Patreon.
That's all it is, guys. And of course, support Evan. We're gonna list his Instagram. We're gonna list every link you got. And your barber's link.
Yeah, Felipe Faze. Remember that. Just in case he'll get your man right.
Who made the shirts also? Etsy?
We are going, this is gonna be our last thing because I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Etsy.
Yeah, we have these custom made Happy Black Girl shirts. Yes. So please support her. If anything, we can just post a screenshot.
We're gonna go ahead and editing.
Yeah.
We'll put it down here. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next 9 episodes of season 8.
Thank y'all.
Love ya.
Love ya.